Why your emotions control you, and how Stoics broke free. Master guidance. Learn faster, think deeper. In every era, humans have struggled with the same inner problem, emotion. Not emotion as beauty or connection, but emotion as chaos. Anger that rises too fast, fear that clouds judgment, desire that pulls us away from what truly matters, regret that keeps us trapped in the past. Modern life amplifies these struggles. Notifications demand instant reaction. Social media rewards outrage. The world moves faster than reflection. Yet long before screens, algorithms, and breaking news, the Stoics faced a world just as uncertain and developed a philosophy designed not to escape emotion, but to master it. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who ruled during war, plague, and political betrayal, left behind a single sentence that captures the essence of emotional mastery. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This is not denial, it is discipline. The Stoics did not teach emotional suppression, they taught emotional sovereignty, the ability to remain steady when life is not. Their lessons are not abstract theories, they are practical tools forged in adversity. What follows are 7 Stoic principles that, when practiced consistently, transform emotional instability into inner control, not by numbing feeling, but by placing it in proper alignment with reason. Lesson 1. Know what is and is not in your control. Life does not ask permission before changing course. Plans collapse, people disappoint, circumstances shift without warning. The Stoics began their philosophy not with optimism, but with clarity. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. This distinction, known as the dichotomy of control, is the foundation of Stoic emotional resilience. You can prepare carefully for an outcome and still fail. You can act with integrity and still be misunderstood. You can do everything right and still lose. Weather does not obey intention, neither do markets, politics, aging, or other people's behavior. But your response does. Epictetus, born into slavery and later one of Stoicism's most influential teachers, left behind a single sentence that captures the essence of emotional mastery. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. The mistake most people make is exhausting themselves trying to control what never belonged to them. They argue with reality, and reality always wins. Emotional suffering often comes not from events themselves, but from resistance to what cannot be changed. When you place your peace in the hands of external conditions, you guarantee instability. Stoicism reverses this. Ask one question whenever emotion surges. Is this within my control? If the answer is yes, act with discipline. If the answer is no, practice acceptance. Acceptance is not weakness, it is precision. It redirects energy away from futile struggle and toward meaningful action. You cannot command the wind, but you can adjust the sails. Lesson 2. Reflect before you react. The modern world celebrates speed, immediate replies, instant opinions, emotional reactions delivered without pause. Stoicism demands the opposite. Between stimulus and response lies a moment of freedom. That moment, however brief, is where emotional mastery lives. Consider how easily a message, a comment, or a tone of voice can trigger anger. The body reacts before the mind has time to evaluate. Heart rate increases, muscles tense, words form faster than wisdom. The Stoics trained themselves to pause, not to suppress emotion, but to examine it. Reflection is not passivity, it is deliberate engagement. Ask, why did this affect me? What belief was challenged? Is this reaction rooted in the present or the past? Often, emotional intensity has little to do with the current situation and everything to do with unresolved patterns. Reflection exposes these patterns and loosens their grip. This pause also creates empathy. It opens space to consider other perspectives. The colleague may be under pressure. The comment may be careless rather than cruel. The offense may be unintentional. Leaders who reflect before responding earn trust. Relationships strengthened by reflection avoid unnecessary damage. Lives shaped by reflection become intentional rather than reactive. In a world addicted to immediacy, reflection is quiet resistance and quiet power. Lesson 3. Practice dispassion, not detachment. Dispassion is misunderstood. It does not mean indifference. It does not mean emotional numbness. It does not mean withdrawal from life. Dispassion means engagement without enslavement. Imagine watching a powerful film. You feel tension, excitement, sorrow, but you are not compelled to act within the screen. You experience emotion while retaining awareness. Stoics applied this same stance to life. They felt deeply, but observed clearly. Dispassion allows you to witness emotions as events within the mind, rather than commands to obey. You recognize anger without becoming it. You acknowledge desire without surrendering to it. This is essential in an age of information overload. If every headline, opinion, and notification provoked full emotional investment, exhaustion would be inevitable. Dispassion creates space. In conflict, it prevents escalation. In success, it tempers arrogance. In loss, it preserves dignity. It does not diminish joy, it refines it. When you are not attached to outcomes, you experience the present more fully, free of fear of change. Dispassion is balance, calm within movement, stillness within engagement. Lesson 4. Ask, will this matter in 5 years? Perspective is a powerful emotional solvent. What feels overwhelming now often dissolves under time's lens. A single question can instantly reframe emotional intensity. Will this matter in 5 years? This question transports the mind forward, collapsing the illusion of urgency. Most conflicts, embarrassments, and disappointments lose their gravity when viewed from a distance. Recall worries from 5 years ago. How many still shape your daily life? How many were stepping stones rather than dead ends? This practice does not minimize pain, it contextualizes it. It also sharpens priorities. When decisions are filtered through long-term significance, trivial concerns fade and meaningful pursuits rise. Time exposes what truly matters: character, relationships, growth, contribution. Emotional discipline grows when you refuse to let fleeting moments dictate permanent states. Lesson 6. Keep a Stoic journal. Journaling was not optional for the Stoics, it was essential. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations was never meant for an audience. It was self-dialogue, a private space to confront weakness, reinforce principles, and recalibrate the mind. A Stoic journal is not a record of events, it is a record of responses. Each entry asks, what did I feel? Why did I feel it? Did I act according to my values? Patterns emerge over time. Triggers reveal themselves. Progress becomes visible. Journaling creates accountability without judgment. It turns emotion into data and experience into instruction. In a distracted world, reflection restores clarity. Lesson 7. Practice gratitude daily. Gratitude anchors the mind in sufficiency, not gratitude as obligation, but as awareness. The Stoics understood impermanence. Everything fades, everything changes. Gratitude arises not from abundance, but from recognition. Seneca wrote, True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Gratitude shifts focus from lack to presence. It softens desire, reduces envy, and stabilizes emotion. It strengthens relationships through acknowledgement. It strengthens resilience through perspective. A simple daily practice, naming moments of appreciation, reorients the mind toward fullness rather than scarcity. Closing reflection. Stoicism is not ancient history, it is modern survival. These 7 lessons do not remove emotion, they refine it. They transform chaos into clarity, reactivity into reason, and instability into strength. The world will remain unpredictable. That is not a flaw, it is reality. The question is not whether storms will come. The question